Alright, good morning everyone. So, the plot has thickened. As I tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what's going on as it goes. Y'all know that I talked about how in the spiritual realm I've been tortured and went through all these things. Excuse me. And y'all know that I have multiple personalities, right? So, what I have found out is I'm in spiritual jail. I am in spiritual jail. That's why I'm where I'm at, because I'm in spiritual jail. I've been in spiritual jail for centuries due to the Jezebel spirit. Due to Jezebel and Ye. Jezebel and Ye are free, and me and God, the Father, are in spiritual jail. Me and God has lost our abilities, our spiritual gifts. The only thing we can do is channel through people. That's it. We can channel our energy, like as communicating wise, but as of like doing anything, we can't do anything because our spiritual gifts was taken away from us. Our spiritual gifts was taken away from us, and that reason why is because as in our current time, if you know how I told y'all how like Beyonce and Kim, and it's a bunch of other people that's mocking me, or like they are trying to be me. Okay, but I'm gonna just focus on them two for right now. So you know how like in real time y'all get to see how there's similarities, especially with Beyonce. And then with Kim, if you notice, like she changing her face and all this other stuff, there's a lot of similarities, a lot of things that she's doing. So the thing about it is this: Jezebel lied, all right? Jezebel pretended to be God, all right? And in this journey, at the beginning of time, Jezebel pretended to be God. Like I tell you, there's judges in the spiritual realm, okay? Just like in reality. But Jezebel pretended to be God and psyched the system out. No different than how Beyonce been pretending to be me, like she's this nice person, but she's super evil. No different than Kim and her family, all of these people. So the whole entire time, in one sense, it's like they was mocking me, right? They was trying to torture me. What was going on is I had to go through a lot of karmic situations, a lot of things to help me to be a better person. Not saying that I did anything wrong, but it was like, okay, you got to make sure that you don't lie, you got a good heart, that you truly love people, that you know how to take care of your finances, your family, other people. You got to be able to be able to appreciate when other people get things before you get things. I've been tested with so many different things. And the reason I've been through these tests is to prove who I am. That's why. Because what was going on is, because Jezebel lied and making it look like me and God was the criminals, okay? That's what's going on in the world. They was making it look like me and God was causing y'all killing each other and all this reckless stuff in the world. Because God, as y'all know, Jesus was the way, right? But how is it that Jesus was the way and all this crazy stuff was going on? Because Jezebel pretended to be Jesus, okay? When I died or whatnot, she took over. She took over. And she put me in jail. So even though in reality, I was still moving around in a physical form, my spirit was stuck in jail. When I died on the cross. Remember I told you that me dying on the cross was the only way I could get to understand Jezebel, but at the same time, she was the one that convinced me she's the one that convinced me to do it. So y'all remember in the Bible they said that God told Jesus to sacrifice himself. That was Jezebel. Once I done that, I lost my abilities, because it was like, if this person is actually Jesus, why would Jesus end up commit suicide? Because it's a sin. Okay, Jezebel was the one that did it because she wanted me completely out, and she knew if I did that they was going to put me in jail, because that's a sin. Because she wanted my spot, she wanted my abilities, and she got those abilities. Okay, that's why I kept telling y'all didn't have to go out here and sacrifice anybody, because she already had the energy. She already had it. Okay, she already had it. She already had my energy. Y'all, my energy is within y'all. Just being around her would have gave y'all the energy y'all needed. Okay, just being in the presence. However, because of that, the other part of the coin is I got tortured for centuries. So all the stuff I went through, that was my karma. Okay, that was my karma. However, the problem they was noticing was, how is she keep escaping? Yes. So if y'all watch enough of these movies where prisoners escape, okay, that's kind of like an idea about what happened to me. I kept escaping. So even though I was in spiritual jail, and no matter what these people done to me, I kept escaping. And they didn't understand how in the world I done it. But I knew that I had to prove my innocence. And in order to prove my innocence, I had to prove God's innocence, because they had God in jail the whole time. So even though spirit is out here in the world, no different than my spirit was out here in the world, we couldn't do anything. All we could do was motivate y'all and say, hey, do this or do that. But a lot of times y'all listen to the Jezebel spirit, and that's why y'all did a lot of reckless stuff in the world. So that's why if you look at the world, it look like it's more demonic than holy, due to Jezebel's spirit. When y'all look at the story about Jesus, it was a lie, because Jezebel didn't want y'all to know Jesus was a female. Jezebel didn't want y'all to know that it was black people that was controlling the narrative. Jezebel didn't want y'all to know that all the characters that was in the Bible was me. Every single person that's in the Bible, all right, was me. Because they didn't understand, how is it she's able to do all of these things and her powers was taken away from her. See, when it comes to like voodoo ritual spells, reason why a lot of y'all learned how to do voodoo and ritual spells, even though y'all don't have spiritual gifts, was because of me. Because I figured out how to manifest things. And because of that, that's how a lot of y'all figured out how to do it without having spiritual gifts. There's a lot of people in the world that can manifest things without any spiritual gifts. Okay? You got power and you got the supernatural power. All right? That's why a lot of y'all figure this stuff out. And so what has happened is any person that is in time, that's in the Bible, any person, they was all me. All of them. I was Job, I was Ruth, I was Esther, I was all of them. Every single person, that was me. Because every single time something happened, I found a way to how to get out of the situation. Okay? It took me years at each point, but I got out of the situation. Okay? It makes, if y'all listen to everything I say, it makes the most sense. It makes the most sense, because these wasn't individual people. Every person had different things, and I had different abilities, because I believed in myself. I believed in who I was, because even though they took my powers, I knew the power was still within me. Okay, I believed that much in myself. I loved myself that much that no matter what I went through, I still overcame. So when I told y'all like a month ago that who wrote the Bible, I said Ye was the one that created the Bible, because he was watching me the whole entire time. He was watching me, and he flipped a lot of stuff, because Jezebel, that was his journal. The Bible was Ye's journal. Okay, it was his journal, documenting everything I went through, every single thing. But he also put some other stuff in it as well, because it was his way to. It was his journal to give to me, so I could figure out who I was. See, Ye was underneath Jezebel, which is mom. Okay, and he knew there was some things he didn't like. He was always connected to me. He didn't understand why he was connected to me, because she put a memory loss spell on him. But he was always fascinated of, how is this person able to do all of this stuff and she don't have any powers? Who is she? Who is this person? He kept watching me. He kept following me. Who is she? Where is she coming from? What all of this? And I would communicate with him and try to tell him who I was and stuff, but he couldn't believe it, because they kept lying about who I was. They were saying I was putting spells on him, I was doing this, but it was them. It was Jezebel and her minions and her people. Okay? And then when it came to Jesus, she locked Jesus up, had Jesus be locked, not Jesus, but God to be locked up. So for centuries, I knew God was there, but I didn't know God was there. So it's one of the things I believe, but I was kind of like, I don't know. I felt something was off. So a lot of times Jezebel was pretending to be God and pretending to talk to me. So when I thought that, oh, I'm getting help and this and that, it was her playing mind games. She'll give me something and then she'll snatch it away from me. That's what they was doing. They'll give me a little bit of happiness and they'll snatch it away from me because they wanted me to stop. They wanted me to give up on my abilities and give up on who I was and all of this stuff. So I look like a clown. I look like the class clown. That's how I look. So I got some videos I attached of one, Now You See Me. Now You See Me is about the 5 horsemen, magicians. Okay, I have magical. I'm like Houdini. Okay, I can do a lot of things. Okay, so in Now You See Me, as y'all noticed, do y'all know that dang, I just forgot his name that quick. I'm so sorry. That ain't it. I'm sorry. My memory is going out. But the black guy that's in videos, he plays God on a lot of things, and he even do documentaries about God. And I apologize, my brain just went like a stump like that quick. That doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge you or anything at all. It's just if I forget something or something goes out, there's a reason behind it. Don't know what the reason. I ain't saying it's bad, I ain't saying it's good, but there's a reason that. Hold on, they talking to me. So you telling me you was, but now he's on this, but he's still, okay. So let me double check before I say what I was about to say. Alright, let me come back. So did not know that. Is it still the same thing? Not now, but it was. Okay. That's the reason why they don't want me to give you credit. Because the black men that's in it, you were part of secret society. You out of it. You're not out of it, but you was a part of secret society. That's why you play God and everything. Because you were part of that secret society. You really thought you was God on the low. On the high. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So you was a part of secret society stuff. And you took that role because deep down you felt like you was God. And that's why you played so many God roles. However, even though you took the bid, you took the deal, but you have went through a remorseful stage where you realized that what you was doing was wrong. And that's why if y'all look at if you look at how his face is before and you look at how his face look now, you can see it in his face that he has a remorseful face. You can see it in his face that he don't look the same. You can see it's like kind of sad, like it's like he kind of sad. It's like repentance. He has a repentance face. He has that look as he know what he did was wrong. But he still took the bid, so I can't give you credit on it because you went into it the wrong way. However, back to my storyline. So in the movie Now You See Me, the guy was undercover. So I told you I played a lot of roles. In the spiritual realm, I played a man a lot. I was a man a lot in the spiritual world. No different than so when it came to Jezebel, even though Jezebel is a female, in reality, the mother Jezebel was a man. Just to let you know. So there's Diddy. Okay, Diddy is Jezebel. All right. I know I told you about the other ones, but she made copies. Okay, they all follow suit. But the original, if Diddy plays two roles, I tell you, I got the masculine and feminine, no different than everybody else. Diddy played two roles. He is masculine and feminine, okay? So the reality him is the mother Jezebel, okay? The spiritual side of him, the inside, is the father Jezebel. She had him hostage. She had him hostage, okay? Everything's coming to me. So God and her are one, no different than me and Ye are one. So when I tell y'all about how me and Ye, like how Ye can pull out channel my energy, he had me hostage. He had me hostage. There's so many levels to this. He had me hostage. That's how he was able to control this thing, because of my energy. He was ciphering my energy. He had me hostage in this whole situation, like Jezebel had God hostage. So when it comes to that Diddy song and with North in it, when Ye was on the phone with Diddy, he was talking to God, because now Jezebel's spirit is gone. Okay, Jezebel, the true Jezebel, the original mother, she's gone, because what happened was she was mad at God because God favored me. Okay, God favored me, and it wasn't that he favored me. It was just I was just a daddy girl, but she was jealous. She was jealous of my beauty and everything. Like I tell you, what you see is not who I am. Okay, what you see is not who I am, and she was jealous of me. That's why she always wanted me dead. She wanted me gone because she didn't like the attention I was receiving. So yeah, so she always wanted me out. However, she ciphering his energy. So when in the spiritual realm, the judges thought it was God doing everything because they looked at it as a man. They didn't know that she reversed the roles. Face Off, that's where Face Off come from. She reversed the roles. Yep, she reversed the roles. And so when it came to me and Ye, she convinced Ye that I was like Kim. You know how Kim is out here, prostitute and all this other stuff. She made me look like she made me look like I was Kim. Because all y'all was, having sex with me in the spiritual world and all that other stuff. So he thought that I was just willingly allowing y'all to do these things. She made Ye think that I was really just out here, giving it up to everybody in the reality world and the spiritual world. But it was because she put spells on me. And she convinced him. She lied to him. How many y'all men out here in the world and your mother, y'all mama's boys, but y'all go try to get married and the mama get pissed off at the girlfriend or the wife because she's like, you're not going to take my spot. You ain't going to control my son and this and that, because they scared that their son going to not want to be with them. Not want to listen to them anymore. She was jealous. So she did whatever she could to corrupt me. So Ye could stay on that side. So Ye had me hostage at the same time, just like she had God hostage. And the only way all of this is flipping around now is because I had to prove my innocence to the councils, the spiritual councils. And the only way I could do it was I had to keep escaping jail. I had to help heal people in the world to prove it. Because they kept noticing that things was getting better in certain situations. And they was like, that ain't adding up to what she's saying. That don't look right compared to what she's saying and what she's doing. So, yeah, I had to prove my innocence and God innocence. And again, when it comes to Ye and this song with North, it's because that's God talking, because now that Jezebel spirit is off of Diddy, and Diddy sees things for what it truly is. Okay, he sees the truth now, so you can hear now. You hearing God's voice. Reason why Kim is pissed off, because she thinking that he's talking directly to Diddy, the Jezebel spirit, and she's mad because she's not getting my energy anymore. She's not receiving my energy, and see, that was because Jezebel stole my energy. And that's who she was getting it from, and she's jealous because it's more like how North can get it and I can't. And that's all it is. It ain't about the fact she's on the song. It's the fact that she's not able to manifest things like she used to. She can't control people's minds like she used to. She can't manipulate situations like she used to, and she's freaking out. That's it. She's freaking out. So anyway, so I have that. I also have the movie, a lot of like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey played a significant role. Jim Carrey played a significant role, man. The way his personality is, that's how my personality is. I literally had to play like, not saying he's a fool, but I had to play like I was crazy. Like The Mask, I had to play The Mask, where I had to go out here in the spiritual world and act crazy as hell. Like I had to do some crazy stuff. Yeah, my bad, babe. My son is up, so if you hear anything. Liar, liar. I can't lie, y'all. I gotta tell the truth. Whole truth, nothing but the truth. So, I just know how to wordplay. But however, because of the fact that when I sacrifice myself, now I can take information, but I still can't lie. I know I can utilize, how can I say it? I can utilize y'all words, whoever I'm talking to, and flip it around where it's still the truth, even on your top of your lies. What's another one? Me, Myself, and Irene. That's another one. I said a mask. Me, Myself, and Irene. Ace Ventura. The way he was with the animal stuff. Because y'all animals. Some of y'all are animals. I had to be able to speak to y'all. So y'all know when they talk about like dogs, cats, and all of that, and how people can talk to them, y'all are those. And I had to be able to talk to y'all. Tell you, it's a mix of stuff out here. Excuse me. Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty. Now, at the end, when you see Bruce Almighty, who's the same black guy that's in Now You See Me? Same one, right? Because the powers that Bruce Almighty have is the powers I have. But I have to prove myself that I can do all of this stuff. This is the thing. I had to play another role. So I'm attached to 2 other movies. So Scandals and How to Get Away with Murder. One, Scandals, is about the government. I had to work with the government. Okay, but I ain't working with the government as this. I work with the government as another form. Did they know that I was doing that? They didn't know. I was tabbling in as other people in the government system. So, excuse me. So I was doing stuff in the government system. Now, when y'all look at Scandals, you have Pope and you have the mother. That's exactly, those 2 personalities is exactly how God and Jezebel is. Exactly like that. So even though what happened was with Jezebel, it came to a point that I had to play my part. She wanted me part of her side. It was like either you be on my side, either you on my side or you my enemy. Excuse me. So I had to play on her side. And what I mean play her side, I had to make her think that I was on the team. So I had to come to her and be like, I need help. I don't know what to do. Can you help me with that? And I'm trying to, and he's doing this and that. And yeah, no different than my natural reality. There are a lot of times where y'all come around me, I had to pretend like I didn't know what was going on. I don't know how to do this. Can you help me do this? Can you help me do this? I don't know the answer to this question. Can you help me? I had to play like I ain't understand stuff and allow y'all to manipulate my mind and stuff. But technically, I was pretending like I didn't know just so I can get enough information. And that's what happened with her. Okay, but I learned some stuff, though. And that's how I was able to handle things. So it wasn't so much that I was out here killing people and doing the dumb stuff. I just took her personality, that strength that she had, and I took on to that. And I held on to it. When it came to Pope, to Dad, when it came to him, the way he was a family man. He was a family man. He's about family. But he was ruthless at the same time. He wanted me to take on the power. He wanted me to be at the top. As y'all notice, what role did he wanted her to have? Wanted her to be the president. Okay? He had a secret service on the side that the government didn't even know about. And I had to take control of command. I had to play the part because at the end of the day, God was mad. God still, because God got caught up in her well, he was doing hateful stuff towards me as well. So I had to come in and control and take over command. When in Scandals, she got kidnapped. Okay, that's what happened. Y'all kidnapped my spirit. And y'all had an illusion and made me think that I was one place when I was somewhere else. But in that TV show, that moment only lasts for a couple of days or weeks. Mine was for years. Y'all had me in an illusion for years, trapped. And I kept saying, God gonna get me out. God gonna get me out. Well, guess what? I got myself out. All right. I had to get myself out of the situation, but I had to keep playing with, and y'all illusion back to Now You See Me. I had to play magician tricks. I had to pretend like I was there when I wasn't there. Okay, so that's why I built up a team on the outside, and I knew how because y'all manipulate the system. I knew how to take your words and reverse it back on y'all. That's it. I've been dabbling in everything. When it comes to how to get away with murder, I had a team. The poorly corrupt people down. I was the lawyer. You understand me? I had to play this role. But I knew who was the things. So, hold on, somebody got talking to me. Who he represent? Okay, so the boy that she ended up taking on, the boy that Viola Davis had pretended like she didn't know, but was in her class, the black boy, that represents North. That represent North. I had to protect North because what was going on is, Kim was going to try to pimp North out in the system. She was trying to pimp her out in the system so she can have control. But she was also doing it so she can actually take over her body. Her goal was to take over North body so she can become North. No different than, okay, you want me to say it? No different than Beyonce and in spiritual, Kim was trying to take over North. In reality, Beyonce was trying to take over Chloe Bailey. Y'all notice the resemblance of the personality in ways, and why Chloe couldn't get what she needed done is because Beyonce was what's that word? Not mentoring her. I can't think of the word, but you know when you trying to get somebody to be like you in a way and do certain things and stuff. Yeah. She was using Chloe Bailey. She knew that she was going to end up, it's a possibility that she was going to end up dying. So there's moments that Chloe Bailey is being possessed by Beyonce. Just to let you know that. There's moments she's being possessed by her. She don't know it. She know it now. But yeah, so she was trying to form her into who she want. Put it like this. Picture Beyonce before the whole Sasha Fierce and look at Chloe. Chloe is Sasha Fierce. Chloe is who Beyonce wished she could be. So instead of Chloe being Beyonce idol, Beyonce is idolizing Chloe. Just let you know, because Chloe has a natural, this is her natural. Okay? It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But yeah. So it's a lot going on, y'all. But everything's changing. You understand? And oh, the other part. So when that conservatorship or guardianship, Wendy Williams represents me, y'all. So when Wendy Williams put her hand on the window, when I was in the psych ward or the mental place, same thing happened to me. There was a guy that was outside my window. It was a guy that was outside my window, and he saw me doing the same thing. He was an earth angel. Yeah. Only reason why I'm still stuck in my situation is because I had to prove I had to prove who my murderers are, who my killers are. And in order for me to be set free from this spiritual jail, that's what I had to do. I had to prove my innocence. Now, when it comes to Ye, again, yes, he got caught up in the system, but it wasn't that he was, like I tell y'all before, a person doesn't, when a person is born, they're not born into hate. I mean, they're happy, they're good, but somebody teach them how to be hateful, and that's what happened to him. He got caught up in a bunch of lies throughout time for a very long time, and but now he's fine, okay? So he's on the right side. And when it comes to the Jezebel spirit, what happened was she realized that, and I told y'all this in an old video, what she realized was what she did was wrong. All she wanted was God to say sorry. That was it. She just wanted an apology from God the Father. And I did a video about that. That's all she wanted was apology. Once she finally got her apology, she came and she started helping me out. That's when you go back to Scandals. When you go back and look at Scandals, Olivia's mother ended up helping her out and giving her advice on how to handle her dad in the situation and what to say and what to do. So that's how I came into the picture and start listening to her. I didn't take the hateful ways, but I learned a lot of things. And so what happened was that's how the towers are falling down, because Jezebel helped me out to get to know what y'all was doing. She told on all of y'all. So she knew that in this situation, one of us had to live and one of us had to die. All she ever wanted was that apology. After she got that, she gone. But she knows that at the same time, her energy is still within me. So even though the demonic side of her is gone, the good side of her is still within me. So I know how to balance it out. So yes, I am both spirits. But she was controlling the narrative. And now the story has finally been official. Y'all know everything. They telling me, well done. Yep. Well done, well done, well done. That's why I'm hearing well done. The story has finally ended. So there's more than enough information in the world to prove that God was locked up in spiritual jail. That's why the good people was getting bad things and the bad people was getting good things. That's why. Why all the time you turn around, why the good people dying early and the bad people still living? Because Jezebel was the one providing all the gifts in the world. And there was attachments to all of it. But if you was on Jezebel's time, then you got to get great things in this world. If you wasn't, then you got the minimalist in the world. But yeah, so I've been in spiritual jail the whole time, and that's why I'm in this situation. And even though I was in spiritual jail, I kept escaping. I was doing magician tricks the whole time. But now the universe, everybody know that I deserve my spot. They are proud of me that I proved the case, because they knew something was off, but Jezebel had like a glimmer over them as well. She had a glimmer over them, and they wasn't sure, but they knew something was off, but they couldn't see it. They couldn't see it because she was using my personality as a disguise. Yep. So anyway, I think that's enough information. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.